प्रेझेंटेशन.
हो हो, 1-2 मिनिटं थांबा ना, फक्त
ओके
2 मिनिटं. युट्यूब लाईव्ह स्ट्रीमिंग चालू आहे. तिथे थोडा प्रॉब्लेम आहे.
ओके.
एक 1-2 मिनिटात सॉल्व्ह होऊन जाईल तो पण.
Mahakode sir, we can continue now.
Good morning, sir. Good morning to all the delegates, academicians, guests, speakers, and all the participants. Every morning rings in a new day. Every day rings in new hope. Every hope rings in new desires. And every desire rings in a new life. Every such thoughts renders new feelings. And a good feeling defines a newer you. With these empowering words, I, Dr. Sheetal Banerjee, Assistant Professor from Department of Zoology, Dhoti Bandhu Science College, Gondia, being host for today's program, welcome you all. On behalf of Research Advisory Committee and Internal Quality Assurance Cells of Dhoti Bandhu Science College, Gondia, and Luminescent Society of India, Vidarbha Chapter, I welcome all the members of research and academic family on behalf of Dhoti Bandhu Science College, Gondia, on this 2-day webinar entitled Challenges in Research Methodology. Dear participants, let me first introduce all of you with our institution, DB Science College. Dhoti Bandhu Science College, Gondia runs under the aegis of Gondia Education Society and has the privilege of identifying itself as an exclusively science college in the rural area of eastern part of Maharashtra state of India. It is affiliated to RTM Nagpur University, Nagpur. Our college was incepted by great visionary and philanthropist late Sri Manohar Bhaiji Patel in the year 1969. It is the first college in the RTMN Nagpur University, Nagpur re-accredited with grade A+ with 3.51 CGPA by NAC Bangalore. It has been recognized as Center for Higher Learning and Research by RTMNU and conferred as College with Potential for Excellence status by UGC Delhi. Dear participants, Dhoti Bandhu Science College Gondia has a proud legacy of taking different programs for the all-round development of students and staff. Knowledge generated by research is the basis of sustainable development, which requires that knowledge be placed at the service of development, be converted into applications, and be shared to ensure widespread benefits. Keeping this foresight, DB Science College Gondia and Luminescence Society has jointly organized this 2-day webinar with the eminent academicians as resource persons. We are privileged and honored to have Dr. Deepak Thote, Principal, Brijlal Piani Science College, Amravati, India, Dr. Vaibhav Thakre from Government Vidarbha Institute of Science, Amravati, India, Dr. D. Harnath from National Institute of Technology, Warangal, Telangana, India, which also is a fellow of esteemed Luminescence Society of India as resource persons for day one. And Dr. Aparna Dikshit, PSIT Kanpur, Dr. Michael Sejarvi, and Dr. Priyadarshini Kaushik from Linköping University, Sweden, as resource persons for day two. We are privileged and honored to take such initiatives with such eminent personas only with the constant morale, encouragement, and support from our management and head of the institution. One of the most fascinating aspects of research is its omnipresence. The practice of gathering data, analyzing it, and generating insight be applied in a variety of settings, from science to social sciences, from business to politics and beyond. To know more about the gist of the program, I would like to invite Program Coordinator Dr. Jayant Mahakode, Head Department of Electronics, the Program Coordinator as well, for his address. I welcome you, sir.
Thank you, Sheetal. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's online conference on challenges in research methodology, jointly organized by Research Advisory Committee and Internal Quality Assurance Cell, Divi Science College, Gondia, and Luminescence Society of India, Vidarbha chapter. Respected Principal Dhotebandhu Science College, Gondia, Dr. Anjan Naidu, sir, who is not present right now, but very soon he is going to join with us. And the eminent speakers of this conference, Dr. Michael, Linköping University, Sweden, Dr. Priya Darshini Kaushik, Linköping University, Sweden, Dr. D. Harnath, National Institute of Technology, Warangal, Telangana, India, Dr. Deepak S. Dhote, Principal, Brijlal Biani Science College, Amravati, India, Dr. Aparna Dikshit, PSIT, Kanpur, India, Dr. Vaibhav Thakre, Government Vidarbha Institute of Science, Amravati, India. My dear colleagues and dear participants, I welcome you all in this online conference on challenges in research methodology. The basic aim of this conference is to explain what techniques are being used or will be used in order to obtain the data or information that is expected to be gained at the end of good research. Regardless of how good your introduction and the literature review is, the main judgment of your research is greatly dependent on your research methodology used in your research activity. Research methodology is a core component in developing new researchers. However, it is often a major challenge for many academicians to pass on this knowledge, how to pass their skill, how to pass their information. Writing a research methodology can definitely a challenge for lots of students, especially who does not have a prior experience. Similarly, how to start research and how to obtain research funding is the another challenge for many faculty members. If you have a hard time with it, this online conference will definitely help you. A research advisory committee and the internal quality assurance cell, Divi Science College, Gondia, has made a small effort in this regard by organizing this online conference. I hope you come out with good outcome and you will enjoy this conference. All the best. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. We are privileged and honored to have Dr. Deepak Dhote as the resource person for the first technical session, who will be delivering the talk on the topic Research Avenues and Funding Agencies in India. I call upon Dr. Mahesh Kavde, Head Department of Botany, to introduce resource person for the first technical session. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Mahesh Kavle. On behalf of organizing committee, I welcome you all for this first technical session of 2 days online national conference on challenges in research methodology. For this session, we have 2 speakers and both of them will discuss simultaneously on the topic research avenues and funding agencies in India. It is my proud privilege to introduce Principal of Brijlal Biani Science College, Amravati, Dr. Deepak Dhote sir, to you. Principal Dhote is well-known figure not only in Amravati University but also throughout Central India in the field of electronics. He has more than 31 years of teaching as well as research experience. Till now, 9 students awarded PhD under his guidance, and 6 students are currently working. He has published more than 45 research papers in national as well as international journals with high impact factor. Few of them have very good citation also. Moreover, he has one patent, 2 research projects, 14 conferences, and 20 workshops to his credit. In addition to his academic achievements, he has vast administrative experience and achievement also. In the university administration, he worked as a Dean of Faculty of Science, member of Management Council, chairman of Board of Studies Electronics, member of Senate as well as Academic Council, especially for SGB Amravati University. He was instrumental in introducing CBCS system in Amravati University. He is president of Speed Amravati chapter and Amravati University Teacher Association also. So with this, this is the biodata of Dr. Deepak Dhote sir. Then our second speaker for this session is Dr. Vaibhav Thakre. He is assistant professor in Department of Zoology, Government Vidarbha Institute of Science, Amravati. He has 8 years of research as well as teaching experience. He has more than 40 research papers published in national and international journals. Moreover, he has some paper presentations in national and international conferences. He is a member of editorial board of some international journals. He is Inspire Awardee of DST as well as gold medalist of MSc Zoology of SGB Amravati University, Amravati. So with this, our both these speakers are very well known, and they are very good in their subject as well as in the research field. During this presentation, if anyone finds any question or if anyone comes across any question, please put those questions in the chat box so that we will take those questions after the completion of our session. With these words, I invite Dr. Vaibhav Thakre sir to initiate the discussion, and Dr. Dhote would summarize the talk afterwards. So Dr. Thakre sir, please share your screen and start the presentation.
Okay, sir. Thank you. I'm going to share the screen. Okay, the screen is visible, sir. Yes.
It has just started, sir.
Okay.
Not yet. Not
Okay,
yet.
okay.
Yes.
The message on the screen is Dr.
sir.
Vaibhav Thakre has started screen sharing.
Okay, okay.
Sir, double click there on the screen. Vaibhav sir.
Okay, sir. I will share it again, sir. Okay. Is it okay, sir?
No, no, not yet.
Okay.
No, the screen is not visible, sir.
Okay, okay. I don't know what is the problem. Okay, I will share it again.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now
Is it
it
okay?
is visible.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
it's okay.
Sorry,
It's
it's
visible now.
extremely sorry, sir. I don't
Okay,
know
okay.
how. Okay.
Go ahead.
Should
Go
I
ahead.
should I start now?
Yes, yes, definitely.
Okay. So first of all, I'm
Yeah,
thankful
go ahead, sir.
to.
Go ahead.
Okay. So first of all, I'm thankful to Gondia Education Society, the president of the society, as well as all the members, as well as principal, Dhote Bandu Science College, Dr. Naidu sir, the convener for this program, Dr. Mahakode sir, and all the dignitaries. So I'm thankful to Dr. Dhote sir who bring this opportunity to me to deliver a lecture in such a wonderful conference. So these are different funding patterns of government in India. The projects are classified actually into major 8 areas, that is agricultural sciences, biological sciences, chemical sciences, earth sciences, engineering and technology, medical sciences, and physical sciences. And according to that, the institutions are classified as means to which the grant is going to deliver are universities, deemed universities, science colleges, etc. Now, these are some of the premier or leading institutes where the students can apply after qualifying their JRF, means Junior Research Fellowship, or SRF. Actually, most of the student qualified their NET JRF, means National Eligibility Test Junior Research Fellowship, which has been conducted by CSR and UGC. But many of the students are unable to qualify the NET JRF exam. So for such students, there are different JRF and SRF, means Junior Research Fellowship and Senior Research Fellowship, given by UGC, DST, DBT, CSIR also, and those I am going to discuss. So these are some of the leading institutes. Now, the most and very important funding agency, or the largest funding agency which is present in India, is the University Grants Commission, sir. So the University Grants Commission provides grants, scholarships, as well as fellowship for doing postgraduate program, for doing doctoral program, means PhD, as well as for the postdoctoral research. So I'm going to discuss all those programs. Now, this is the website of UGC, and when the student entered into this website, so at the bottom of this website, sir, I want to show that picture. So at the bottom of UGC website, there is one link that is called as scholarship and fellowships. When student click on, am I audible, sir? Yes, am I audible?
Yes, you
Mahesh?
are
Yes,
absolutely
sir.
audible. Your
Okay, sir.
screen and audio is both are quite good.
Okay, sir. Okay. So when student click on this link, scholarship and fellowship, and view all. So after clicking on view all the fellowships will be open. So in that page, there are fellowships for teachers. The fellowships like, sorry, there are projects like teachers, permanent teachers, minor research projects, major research project, SAP projects, means special assistant program. Okay, and lastly there is one program which is very important one, that is called as research award for permanent faculty. Okay, and there are scholarship for PG students, there are fellowships for PG students, There are fellowships for superannuated teachers, means who have been retired already. Okay, so I am going to show one after other. Okay, now the major research project and minor research project, all the teachers or permanent faculty are very well aware about the major research project and minor research projects. So I am not going to discuss about that. Maybe Dhote sir will discuss upon that. But one important thing is there, that is called as research award, which is important one. So what is this research award? Actually, the research award is given to permanent faculty only below the age of 45. Okay, the period of that research award is 2 years. Okay, now what are the different facilities given in research award? So the faculty, the permanent faculty, will receive the grant of 2 to 3 lakhs for 2 years, and there is salary protection, means your salary, the salary of the permanent faculty will be paid by UGC only, means you will get the salary, full salary for 2 years. You will get the sabbatical leave from UGC for the same, as well as you will receive the project grant of 2 to 3 lakhs. But for all the scholarships, for all the fellowships, for all the grants, the one and important condition given by UGC is your college should be included under 2F and 12B of UGC. That is the important and very critical condition for getting all the fellowships and grants. Okay, so I want to tell about that. Now, one another is special assistant program. Actually, all the grants like minor, major research project, SAP, as well as research award has been stopped from last 3 to 4 years by UGC. Maybe started in future. Now, under this special assistant program, UGC granted some rupees up to 10 lakhs, 15 lakhs, and that program is divided into three sub chapters, that is Center of Advanced Studies CAS, Department of Special Assistant DSA, and Department Research Support DRS. Okay, you can see on the UGC website. I am going to deliver something about student fellowship and scholarships. The grants for teachers will be discussed by Dhote sir if possible. Now, first of all, I am going to discuss the grants for PG student. Actually, most of our UG students are from the rural backgrounds. They came from rural backgrounds, from different small villages of the cities, and they don't know about the scholarships which they can get for their PGs. So the first grant is postgraduate Indira Gandhi scholarship for single girl child. Actually, what happened in India? The government has decided to increase the number of girl child in the higher education field. So, in order to increase that number, they have initiated this postgraduate Indira Gandhi scholarship for single girl child. Now, the condition for this scholarship is that the girl should be single girl in the whole family. Means तिला भाऊही नसला पाहिजे, तिला बहिणी नसलं पाहिजे, कोणीच नसलं पाहिजे. शी शुड बी अ सिंगल गर्ल चाइल्ड. सो फॉर दैट शी कैन रिसीव 3,100 रुपीज पर मंथ फॉर 2 years. 2 सालों के लिए वो सिंगल गर्ल चाइल्ड को कितने पैसे मिलेंगे? 3,100 रुपीज फॉर 2 years. ओके, देन द सेकेंड इज Swami Vivekananda Single Girl Child Scholarship for Research in Social Sciences. Sir, I want to tell you that in our colleges, 2 girls has got this fellowship. Actually, what happened in case of art or humanities faculty? In science, most of the students or most of the faculty is aware about the scholarship and fellowship. But in social science or humanities, they are unaware about the things. So this is very important scholarship given by UGC. When you click on this see details info, okay, on UGC website, I told you about that. So the Swami Vivekananda Single Girl Child Scholarship details will be downloaded. So the social science girl who is doing her PhD, she can get the amount of 30 to 40,000 per month for doing her research up to 5 years. And she will be called as a junior research fellow up till her research. Okay, and after 2 years, she will be promoted as senior research fellow. Now the next is postgraduate merit scholarship for university rank holder. if the students are university rank holder, first or second university rank holder in the university in UG, in BSc, BA or BCom, then he or she can get this scholarship for 2 years of PG. Then the next one is postgraduate scholarship for professional courses. If student want to enter into the courses like pharmacy, M.Pharm, or MBA after BBA or BSc, then he or she can get this fellowship for 2 years. But this is for only scheduled caste and scheduled tribe student. And the last is Ishan Uday for Northeastern region, not for our region. Now, this is Swami Vivekananda Single Girl Child Scholarship. I can't explain the details due to scarcity of time, but when you enter the UGC website, you can see this scholarship, Swami Vivekananda Single Girl Child Scholarship for research in social sciences. This is the amount of fellowship. I have taken this screenshot from the UGC site itself. So the girl can get 25,000 to 30,000 as a fellowship amount. Then she can get the contingency grant, means it will be given to the department of the institute, 10,000 for previous 2 years and 20,000 for next years. And if she is a handicapped or physically handicapped candidate, in that case 2,000 per month will be given to the assistant. Now, this is another, that is PG scholarship for single girl child, postgraduate Indira Gandhi scholarship. Then this is the scholarship for rank holder. In all, what is given, the institute should be included under 2F12B section of UGC. That is important criteria. The age limit is generally 40 to 45 years, and it is relaxed in case of category candidates like SC, ST, OBC, SBC, etc. So that information is given in there. Now these are different fellowships. In the previous slide, I have explained about scholarships. Now this is the slide about fellowships. This is again open when you click on scholarship and fellowship section of UGC site. Now the first one is emeritus fellowship. That is not for the student or permanent faculty who are working, but that is given to the superannuated teachers, means the teachers who have done their research in whole career, they are having good publications in international as well as peer reviewed refereed journals, having impact factor. So after seeing their excellence in teaching, they can get this emeritus fellowship after their retirement. Now the next one is Dr. S. Radhakrishnan Postdoctoral Fellowship in Humanities and Social Science. Means if the candidates have done their doctoral degree or PhD in the humanities or social sciences, and now they want to do more research, so in that case, they can get the Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan Postdoctoral Fellowship in Humanities and Social Sciences. Then I will explain. Actually, the conditions are similar. So first of all, I will tell about the same, and then the condition and eligibility criteria. So the another one is postdoctoral fellowship for women candidates. Actually, 2 to 3 of my friends have got these fellowships. So what is that? When if the woman candidate have done their doctoral degree and now they are not having any permanent job, they are unemployed, so in that case they can apply for this postdoctoral fellowship or women fellowship. In that case, they will receive the grant like the payment of assistant professor, means up to 50 to 60,000 per month and up to 10 to 20 lakhs as a project grants. Okay, so that is postdoctoral fellowship for women candidates, and they can stop anytime and can enter into permanent position. Now the next one is postdoctoral fellowship for SC and ST candidate, means the students who have completed their PhD and but they should belong to SC or ST category, and now they want to do more research or postdoctoral research. So in that case, they can get the postdoctoral fellowship by UGC. Now the next one is National Fellowship for Scheduled Caste Student. This is for doing PhD for the scheduled caste student. National fellowship, and the amount is similar. Actually, the amount of JRF, that is Junior Research Fellowship, is similar to NET JRF. Means the candidates who have qualified NET JRF, they can get 30 to 40,000 as a fellowship amount. In this case also, the student can get the amount of 30 to 40,000 per month for doing research. Then the another one is, excuse me, National Fellowship for Higher Education for ST candidate. Now the tribal students who came from the tribal area like Melghat, okay, or the tribal area of Gadchiroli, they can get this fellowship. Actually, the tribal population are much more unaware about the fellowship. They can easily get this fellowship. Actually, I always tell to my students who belong to ST category, ki please come to me. I will make the proposal of you and I will send to UGC with the help of you. But they don't come. They can get the amount of 30 to 35,000 simply by giving application to UGC. But their registration should be done, म्हणजे त्यांचं रजिस्ट्रेशन हे झालेलं असलं पाहिजे तरच त्यांना ही फेलोशिप मिळते. मॅक्सिमम केसेसमध्ये their registration for PhD or doctoral degree is compulsory. Now the next one is this has been originated or started by UGC from last 2 to 3 years. National Fellowship for PWD, means physically handicapped candidate. Again the amount is same. And the next one is for minority students, that is Maulana Azad National Fellowship for minority students. Before 2 years, the criteria for this fellowship was the candidate who have done MSc and who is having registration of PhD can get could get this fellowship. But from last 2 years, the criteria has been changed. Now the minority student who have qualified the NET LS, means NET lecturership exam, only get this fellowship. Now the explanation is given here. This is the explanation for Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan postdoctoral fellowship. The candidate from social science and humanities can get the amount 30 to 40,000, means 38,000 for first year, 40,000 for second year, and 41,900 for third year. Along with that, he or she can receive 50,000 per annum as a contingency grant and escort grant for disabled candidates. So this all information is given in that link, which is present at the bottom of UGC. I have told you about that. These are different fellowship and the fellowship amount, the criteria, the eligibility, the whole information, online forms, all are available on the UGC website. This is Rajiv Gandhi National Fellowship for SCN student. UGC Maulana Azad National Fellowship. All the information is given in this link, that is about fellowship. Okay. Now the next one is DS Kothari Postdoctoral Fellowship in Sciences. Means the candidates who have done PhD and they are unemployed now and they don't have permanent position. In that case, they can apply for Dr. DS Kothari Postdoctoral Fellowship. The information is here. I will share all this information with Dr. Mahakodesh sir. So in order to share that information to you, this is the amount for postdoctoral or DS Kothari Fellowship, 43 to 50,000 and 1 lakh contingency grant per annum. Okay, but that is for unemployed students only. Okay, permanent faculty cannot apply for that. Now the next one, which I have already told, UGC postdoctoral fellowship to unemployed women. Now the next and most important funding agency which provides grants in tremendous amount is the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. So under that there are various programs. Okay, this is the website of Department of Science and Technology. Okay, in that when you click on this scientific program, okay, so when you click on this scientific program, 10 to 11 programs will be seen there, and under that program I want to show you that program here. So इसमें बहुत सारे प्रोग्राम्स आपको मिल जाएंगे, जैसे कि साइंटिफिक एंड इंजीनियरिंग रिसर्च, इनोवेटिव रिसर्च, वुमेन साइंटिस्ट प्रोग्राम. So there are 10 programs. So I request all the PG student as well as all the PhD scholar to please visit the UGC website as well as the DST website. In the scientific programs, the grants are given for the PhD student, for postdoctoral students, as well as for permanent faculty. There are 10 programs total. Now, in that, the most important program of Department of Science and Technology is INSPIRE program. That is Innovation in Science Pursuit for Inspired Research. The name is already tell about the policy of DST. Actually, to inspire student from the level of school to postdoctoral research, the UGC has initiated this program. Now, what is this program? So, for school students, the DST provides grant for projects, is to increase the interest of student in science and technology. This program was initiated. Then for 11 and 12, the student can receive grant. And if the student is amongst 1% merit from the board or from their respective board, then they can receive 80,000 per annum for their BSc first year, second year, and BSc final. Again, if they are topper or they secured ranks, then in that case they can receive the grant for MSc. And if they secured first rank from the university, okay, from their respective subject, then in that case they receive the fellowship amount like NET JRF for doing their research. For 2 years, they will be called as junior research fellow, and after seeing their means their progress in the research, they will be promoted as senior research fellow. Means student can get grant for school projects, 11, 12 for BSc as well as for MSc. I am Inspire Fellow already. I have received this grant in 2009. So this is wonderful grant. Then if after getting their PhD degree and again they are unemployed, then there is one scheme of DST that is called as Inspire Faculty Scheme. That is actually a program like postdoctoral program. So in that case, the student or the PhD scholar will get amount above 50,000 for doing research as well as for projects. So that is the Inspire program. I request again, please visit the Inspire program of DST. You can tell to your small brothers about the projects. You can tell to your 11, 12, BSc, MSc, brother, sister, or neighbors. Okay. Then the next program is Women Scientist program. It is again very important program. Actually, for women, UGC as well as DST provides various grants, but the girl students in our area are unaware about that. So the Women Scientist program, the short form is WAS program of Department of Science and Technology. So what was the policy when DST initiated this program? What happened in India? Women are having the motherhood responsibilities, they are having family responsibilities, and after completion of their PG, due to different responsibility, they are unable to continue their research. So in that case, the career has been stopped. But after 4 to 5 years of their marriages, they again wanted to come into mainstream of research. So in that case, this program is very wonderful or important program. The women candidates who have completed their PG or PhD, they can apply for this program. Okay. Now the age limit for this program is 27 to 57. Means the women can enter any time into this women scientist program. Now under women scientist program, this was the aim. You can see the WAS program have been evolved in this consent by the Department of Science and Technology for providing opportunities to the women scientists as well as technologists between the age of 27 to 57 years who desire to return to mainstream of science and work as a bench level scientist. Now under that WAS program, there are three programs: WAS A, WAS B, and WAS-C. Now, what is WAS-A? It is a scholarship for research in basic and applied science. Okay, that is WAS-A. So WAS-B means scholarship for research in science and technology, but based upon societal impact. Means the student have to search about the societal problem and they have to give the solution for that societal problem. In that case, if they are having proposal or such a nice proposal in societal problem and societal impact, then that woman candidate will get this WAS-B. And the last one is internship for self-employment, that is WAS-C. Now I have shared again screen on the DST website. In case of WAS-A and WAS-D, if the girl student is having MSc degree only, so in that case, she will receive the grant or fellowship amount of 30,000 per month, okay, and the grant of 20 lakhs as a project grant for doing research. If she is having MPhil degree, MTech degree, MPharm degree, or MVSc degree in veterinary, then she will receive the 40,000 grant as a fellowship amount and 25 lakhs for project. And if she is having PhD and she is having break in career and again she want to come into the mainstream of science, then in that case she will receive the grant of 55,000 per month and 30 lakhs as a project amount. Okay, and the WAS-C program is, if she is having MSc, then she will get 20,000. If having MPhil or MTech degree, then get 25,000. And if having PhD degree, then she will get the fellowship amount of 30,000. But in case of WAS-C, there is no project grant. She can receive only fellowship grant. So many of my friends have got this WAS program. Now, what is the eligibility criteria? I told you about that. Now, what is the process? There is a simple process. Actually, when the students, the girl student, have completed their PhD, they are much more known about the research. So the girl PhD scholar have to prepare one project executive summary, that is called as PES. So after writing the project executive summary, she has to send that project executive summary to DST. And if the PES is accepted by the DST, then they can write, means the girl student can write the online project document, OPD. And after sending the online project document, if that document has been accepted by the DST expertise, then she will be called for interview at New Delhi. Okay. And if she delivered a good lecture, then she will receive this grant. This is a wonderful program for women candidates. These are different scientific programs. I told you about that. When you click on scientific program, these grants, they can see scientific and indigenous research, technology development, international science technology corporate cooperation, science and technology for socio-economic programs, technology mission, and then women scientist program. Now again, there is one fellowship of DST. Actually, there are 10 to 12 fellowship of DST. The one is National Postdoctoral Fellowship. I will simply click the slide now because the time is over. This is the amount for National Postdoctoral Fellowship, 50,000 to 60,000. Then different institutes who provide the grants for JRF, SRF, Research Associate, different position, scientific position, ICER. This is the integrated program which is there in ICER. Okay, MSc and PhD. Then some of the premier institute in life sciences, CCMB, NCBS. Okay, then some of the premier institute like TIFR, Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, Center for Cellular and Molecular Biology, CDFD, Indian Institute of Sciences, and again DBT. So by clicking simply, I will stop here. Department of Biotechnology, funding, DBT labs, CSIR labs, different CSIR labs. CSIR also provides JRF and SRF position other than NET JRF. Okay, so please visit the CSIR sites. Then ICAR, Indian Council of Agriculture Research, again provides JRF and SRF positions. Then Jawaharlal Nehru Memorial Fellowship JNMF for all the students. Students from all the categories can apply for doctoral as well as postdoctoral fellowship. MOEF provides grant in the field of wildlife as well as forestry. Then these are different institutes. There are different program of DST, Indo-Portugal, Indo-US, Indo-Japanese. The permanent faculty can apply for that. So I think I should stop here. Actually, the lecture is of 2 to 3 hours, but due to scarcity of time, I will stop here. And what Dr. Abdul Kalam said, what is that for which we would like to be remembered by the future generation? Will we be remembered by the temples, the masjid, or the gurudwaras we build, or the symbols of prosperity that is we leave behind? So I humbly request all the PhD scholar as well as all PG student, please enter into the field of science and please do some research. If you are having any difficulty, then you can call me or mail me anytime. Thank you so much. I am again thankful to all the dignitaries as well as Dr. Mahakode sir and especially Dr. Dhote sir, who is my guide in Amravati, who always provide me support as well as guide me in many fields. So thank you so much. I will stop here.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot for such a wonderful, fantabulous, informative talk. I hope that all the participants might be benefited from this. Now, I humbly invite Dr. Dhote for his expertise.
Thank you, ma'am. I am really thankful to my friend Dr. Mahakode for getting me involved in this national conference on challenges in research methodology. The session is covered by my student, and he is really a researcher, Dr. Vaibhav Thakre, and doing well in the field of research.
Thank you, sir.
As far as the funding agencies are concerned, he is always behind that and always try to explain the funding details to the researchers. Now, as far as this, the title of the conference is concerned, challenges in research methodology. Actually, nowadays, there are so many challenges in the research itself. And whenever the young researcher, the young postgraduate thinks of the research, the main challenge before the researcher is the funding, the foremost challenge. Dr. Vaibhav Thakre has nicely explained about what are the different schemes with different funding agencies for the research scholars. Now, taking ahead the same line, what I appeal to new researchers, 2 minutes. Sorry, sir, there is a rush of last date for the admission of 11 students. They are rushing to my office for the admission. So, as far as the funding is concerned, for the teacher, always there is not too much problem. We have the different schemes from UGC, from DST, under faculty development programs. But for the young researchers who want to enter in the field of research and who want to continue for their PhD, they might have certain challenges. Now, when UGC has enforced the new regulation in the year 2009, that is the maintenance of standard for awarding the PhD and MPhil degrees, from that point, there was a compulsion to the student to take admission to the research centers, and after that, he should complete the 6-month, 1 semester coursework, or we can do the we can say the pre-PhD course, and thereafter he should start for the research work. So in between that, the student faces many problems And the first problem which I has explained, that is the funding for the research. Now, beside the UGC and DST, the regular funding agencies, many times a science person, science postgraduate or the humanities postgraduate, he thinks that he may not get the funding from Ministry of Electronics or Information Technology or from Department of Science or and Technology. Only he should get funding from the Indian Council of Social Science Research. But nowadays that is not the case. If we go through the STRIDE guidelines, that is totally the interdisciplinary area research work, and the funding is for the interdisciplinary area. So the researchers may think also about that. They should visit the UGC website. They should go through the STRIDE guidelines and uh, try to do the collaborative projects in the interdisciplinary areas, because in the emerging and interdisciplinary areas, there is a big scope for the funding for the new researchers, uh, and they should try for it. Now, there is a one scheme which is not covered in Dr. Vaibhav Thakre's talk. That is the scheme from Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. Research fellowship, the student, maybe MSc Electronics, MSc Physics, MSc Computer Science, they can try for that fellowship scholarship from the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. They are ready to give the funding for the students. So other schemes, Dr. Vaibhav Thakre has nicely explained. Without taking much time of the participants, if the participants is having any doubts or want to ask a specific questions, so we can discuss for next 5 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. It is a very good pleasure to hear you. Beginning the question answer session with the quote of Albert Einstein, the important thing is never to
And
stop
answer?
questioning,
Yeah.
as curiosity has its reason for existing. Now I invite Dr. Kavde sir to proceed for the question answer session.
Hello, good afternoon. For this session, technical session number 1, we have one question, sir. That is UGC going to sanction minor research project in this financial year?
So that I don't know, but maybe it will be started in the next year.
Because we have seen in last 5-6 years.
In the last 5 years, all the grants like minor research project and major research project have been stopped. But maybe the research award grant will be given this year. Maybe.
Research award.
Yeah.
Okay. And
but there are other funding agencies, sir. But there are other funding agencies. Why are you waiting for UGC only? There are the grants are given by DST, regular grants. The DBT is going to give different grants and different funding agency. Okay, if you are from social science background, then as sir explained, Social Research Institute is there, TC is there, different institutes are there.
But previously,
why are you waiting for UGC?
Okay. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you. So there was only one question from attendees or participants.
Okay,
so that's all for the question and answer session.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Kavde sir. On behalf of organizing team, I thank our eminent speakers, Dr. Dhote sir and Dr. Thakre sir, and our chairman, Dr. Kavde sir. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot for your eminent presence and expertise as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, madam. Thank you so much.
Now, moving to the second technical session. The resource person for the second technical session is Dr. D. Harnath, and will be delivering talk on the topic quantitative and qualitative analysis in research. Now, I would like to invite Chairman Dr. K.M. Hadzade, Assistant Professor from Department of Chemistry, DB Science College, Gondia, to introduce today's speaker for this technical session.
Thank you, ma'am. Myself, Dr. Kishore M. Hadzade, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry. Welcome to all in the second session. I am extremely happy to introduce the keynote speaker of the second session, Dr. D. Harnath, Associate Professor, Department of Physics from NIT Warangal. Sir, you are going to deliver a talk on quantitative and qualitative analysis of research in the online conference organized by our college, DB Science College Gondia, on challenges in research methodology. Speaker of this today's session is well-known prominent academician and researcher in the field of physical science. Dr. D. Harnath did his doctoral degree in material science from Shivaji University, Maharashtra in 1999 under the guidance of Dr. A. V. Rao. After his PhD, he worked as a lecturer in physics at Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Technology, Gandhivet, Hyderabad for 2 years. And later on, he served as a principal scientist at CSR, National Physics Laboratory in New Delhi from early 2000 to till July 2018. He joined National Institute of Technology, Warangal on July 2018 and is currently working as a associate professor in the Department of Physics. He is recipient of many awards and honors in physical sciences, including NPL Young Scientist Award in 2003. CSR Young Scientist Award in 2004, DST Weisskott Fellowship Award in Physical Sciences in 2006, Veera Distinguished Scientist of the Year 2016, and Fellow of Luminescence Society of India in 2017. He is Academic Auditor Member of VNIT in 2017. CSR NPL Technology License Award 2017. He has a vast research experience of 23 years and supervised 6 PhD, 2 MPhil, and 20 MTech theses. One of his PhD students, Dr. Sonal, has received the best PhD thesis in material science in 2014 by Material Research Society of India. Currently, 3 students are pursuing PhD under his guidance. He has 6 granted patents, 3 filed patents, 5 chapters in books, more than 175 research papers in SCI journals of repute, 25 virtual journal papers, more than 150 national and international conference papers, 3 generic articles, 2 technical reports to his credit. Many of his research papers were cited by Nature, appreciated by the nanotechweb.org, verticalnews.com, highbeam.com, etc. He is also an editorial board of member for International Journal of Luminescence and Applications and reviewed to many international journals published by the RSC, APS, AIP, Wiley, IOP, Springer, and elsewhere sciences. It is our privilege that resource person of your cadre have been available for our conference to avail your valuable guidance, expertise, and profound knowledge over the subject. Your Highness is visibly reflected from your short bio note. I request to participants to put their question in chat box during the session, and after the completion of session, our respected resource person will be resolve your questions. Now, I humbly request Dr. D. Harnath sir to deliver your talk on quantitative and qualitative analysis of research. I hand over ring to Dr. Harnath sir.
Thank you, Dr. Hadzade sir, and thank you the conference organizers. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So let me share my screen. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Very good afternoon to all the participants. This is Dr. D. Harnath, and today I am going to speak about qualitative and quantitative analysis of research. Actually, it's a very important topic. But before that, I would like to talk about a little bit of research, because my whole presentation I made it for young budding researchers. So how to tackle the problem of research and how to get benefit out of research. This is the pure USP of my talk today. So I'm working as associate professor in the Department of Physics, NIT Warangal. Prior to that, I worked as principal scientist at CSIR National Physical Laboratory, New Delhi, for almost 2 decades. And I'm also deputy head for the industrial liaison group, where we used to interact with various industry personals. And this is the website where you can see my institute's activities going on. And this is my citations in Google. And you can scan this QR code, where you'll get the whole research profile of mine. And this is my host institute, this NIT Warangal. And this is my department's website, and here it is my own research interest. So actually, I'm holding a very small group at NIT Warangal. It is called Luminescent Materials and Devices Group, with 3 students working now with me. So one is part-time student and 2 regular students. Vishnu and Sizu Mishra are the regular students. And I have a postdoc working at NPL, my earlier institute, Dr. Swati Bishnoi. And one more researcher is there, Ms. Lohia. I'm the co-guide for that. So it's very small. Small is always good, I think. But the research topic which was given to me, rather I have chosen. So this is of very general in nature. So in this talk today, I would like to ask you a few simple questions, and then how to get out of that. So what is research basically? Why we should do research? And what are the characteristics of doing a good research, process of research, and how to get started with the research, what is creativity, creative methods, and how to conceive a great idea, and how to do research, and what are the main types of research, and some references. So it looks more abstract type of thing, no non-technical type of thing, but I'll make it more pictorial so that you'll really enjoy in this afternoon. So the simple question what I would like to ask is, what is research? So what is research? It is the creation of new knowledge. Suppose there is some existing, there is some knowledge, and you are contributing a little bit more towards that knowledge. It may be a new knowledge or an addition of some new concepts or some processes, methodologies, some understanding, something you are contributing to that. So research is nothing like it is like a very new thing we are going to start. No, this is something which is existing. We are just adding up certain new things to that. So it can be analysis, it can be research, it can be survey. So it can lead to many newer avenues also in future. So the budding researchers, those who are taking up research as their career, should think that always that you are doing something, some value addition to the existing knowledge. Okay. So there is a simple definition what you can say. It was when I was doing my own research. So I really liked, I don't know from where I got it. It was not on internet, but the thing it says that either you create something new or you follow somebody. That means you are like a big scientist like Einstein. You create something new which is not at all existing. It is let's say creative thinker, like you can think anything beyond what is existing and you create something new. That is one thing. If you cannot do that one, we are not that much, we don't have that much of IQ level to think something really new, then follow somebody. So somebody has done some work, so you follow that one, you add some knowledge to that. So adding of that one is also a research. If you cannot do these two things, so you cannot do any research. You will be out of research. You are not fit for doing research. Either you follow somebody like a leader, you have a leader, follow him, okay, and get the things done. So I wanted to show you a small video where it will tell you the entire process of research. What is the scientific temperament and how to tackle this issue. Just
So no audio.
you are not getting audio.
No.
Mm. Actually, it is inbuilt. I'll see. Let me see. Can you increase the audio? Oh, sorry.
A cyclical process. The first step in this process is making observations and asking questions. Then the researcher formulates hypotheses or educated guesses that try to answer questions and develops experiments to collect data and produce results. The results help the researcher to form a conclusion. The final step of the scientific method is sharing the results of the research with other scholars so that they can observe, verify, and ask their own questions. This process is an ongoing loop that pushes discovery and innovation forward.
So this is the brief summary. See, like what we have started and finally it's a loop type of thing. You're adding something new, you're publishing, and then again it's going back to the next cycle. So what is the purpose of doing any research? Why we should do research? Not for getting some job or getting some perks, or if you are in job, you get promotion, move to higher institutes and so on. So that should be that should not be the purpose of doing research. Research is you have to tackle some of the socio-economical problems. You take something, contribute something to the society. So especially when we are talking about material science, which usually our physics and chemistry people do. So we have to do research to make the processes or the material to work better. So we should see that we are contributing such immensely, and it is very important to discover newer processes to the existing one in a best possible ways. And the common aim of our research is to provide better solutions to the existing problems of the society. So if you can solve a single problem of the society, then you will feel satisfied with your research. So what are the 6 characteristics of doing good research? The research is reflexive and self-critical. It should be reflexive and self-critical, a systematic process of collecting a lot of information. No need to do that. You are doing some, some chemistry and then creating something better out of that. So a systematic process of that one will give you, and also analyzing, the process of getting data and then analyzing. So both should go simultaneously, and the research is systematic, should be in systematic nature, and it should be replicable, reproducible, and it should be planned very orderly. And always that in the video also it shows that it starts with questions and it ends up with some conclusions and again questions. And see, your research problem or your PhD problem will be a problem to you, and at the end you will give some solution to that. So that is the conclusion for yourself. But by reading your research, then the other friends of you or your juniors will get still more questions. So those questions will be problems of research for their doctoral degree. So it's a cyclical process. So research will never end. You are going to put end at the end of your thesis, but it will never end. Okay. And the process of research is like identify the problem. First, you have to get the problem. Maybe your guide will tell you, or you should identify your own problem and search for the guide. I'll tell you how to get an idea and how to approach to a particular guide. So once, let us say you have given a problem of doing certain research. So you know that then you have to go for the literature survey. So you have to go to the library or you have to go to certain resources, online and offline resources, and then you have to see that what is the prior art. Somebody has done some research. So what is the status of that problem, whether whatever you are thinking is somebody already they have done, or it's an entirely newer thing, and how many groups are working in the world about this, and where it started, and what is the current situation. So when you know the whole review of the literature related to your research problem, then you have to finally end up with the literature survey to the current era, and then you have to make a selection of material. So you have to selection of the problem, selection of some objectives for your thesis. So that's the end of your first chapter maybe. Okay. So your selection of material should be not like a car. Okay. It's not advisable because every car has its own periphery. It's a symbolically I have shown you a car. We can have n number of companies producing n number of cars. So all are good for riding. But your topic of research should be like the interior parts which don't be seen like this. What you have to see is the internal structure. You have to understand better where you can give comfort, where you can give mileage. So what are the other aspects? Better AC. So all the things, wherever better things you can apply. So that should be your criteria of selecting the materials in terms of material science if you are speaking. Then you define the problem and its objectives. So till then, you have an idea of the problem. After reviewing the literature and jotting down the important parameters, then you define your problem. That this is the thing which nobody has worked, or very less people have worked. So this is my research topic. So you have to take the topic and frame some objectives. So what should be my starting point and what should be the end of my thesis? And depending upon that one, you have to develop some instrumentation plan. So that is the experimental section. So experimental section, you need to, depending upon the requirements, you need to get the tools. So what are the tools that are required? Whether you need a furnace, whether you need some characterization measurement units. So all these things, where they are available. So you have to maintain certain records, some notebooks. So there you need to, whenever you go for any conference physically, you meet so many people, then try to interact with people and then get the information. What are the experimentation facilities they have? So what are the instruments they have? What do you have? How you can share the data or the samples and then get the information. So all these things. So once you collect the data, you need to analyze rationally, very scientifically you have to analyze. Because it is like what exactly you see is not the thing you have to explain. It is the thing what caused to this type of data. Okay, so what is the thing that is behind of this data, because of which you are getting this type of data? That's called the analysis. The best analysis will give you a best research paper. Then you have to publish the data. If the analysis is so good that if you can go for a patent, you can go for a patent. And if you feel that of course, if there is a commercial angle, then you have to go for a patent. If there is only scientifically new concepts have been developed, then you have to go for a very high impact journal paper. And at the end of the thesis, you will leave a scope for future directions. That means you are again leaving question marks to your juniors. So the juniors that will be the starting point for your juniors to take up the challenge, and again they will start from the step 1 to step 8. So this is a cyclic process which will go on. So at the end of your thesis, then you may think of going for an industrial job or a scientific position or teaching. So that those many avenues will be open for you. Then how to get start with your research? So that's the main problem. So students after MSc and after getting the NET gate selection after this CSIR NET or UGC NET gate examinations, after clearing that, then they will be in a question mark. Then they will first they wanted to know how to get started with the research, where to go. Let's say they have selected some group of institutions, then how to carry out research. So that will be the main problem. So here is the summary of what you are going to do. See, first thing, you should get an idea. That's the problem. Okay, first you have to get an idea. Once you get the idea, then you have to read for the various scientific articles, books, some reference tools, some websites, some primary sources, media. So all these things you have to cover. Then your circle will become little bigger. So books and articles, depending upon the type of topic you are choosing. Okay, popularity or scholarly articles you have to choose depending upon impact factors and indices. So okay, so there are certain websites where you can get most of the information available. Okay, so some document sources are there, some free websites are also there where you can get a lot of information about your own research topic. Okay, so then this is the literature survey you are going to do. So after doing a lot of survey, then you can have the clarity of your problem. So the main problem is here at the center, how to get an idea. If you are creative enough, or you approach your guide and then ask for an idea, sir, what is the problem, or can you give an idea on which problem I have to do research? Then he will start thinking, okay, you do this, you do that. He may give a few options to you. Okay, so how he is going to give you? Because he is a creative person. If you think creatively, then you will get newer and newer problems. Okay, so what is creativity? Creativity is not something new. It exists in every person. Only thing is you have to make it awaken. Okay, you have to means it is there inherently. Everybody is creative. Depending upon situation, their creativity comes out. For example, I'll just tell you, creativity implies creating new stuff by combining two or more existing ideas. This is the definition of creativity. So maybe in the lockdown period, lockdown timing, or in summers, you may tell your children to play creatively. Creatively, you do something. Creatively, you do some drawing and or do something creative like that. That's usually we use the word creativeness. Okay, it's nothing like you just modify the existing stuff to make newer stuff. That means, for example, you have a cube. Just copy the cube first. And then after copying, you just transform it little bit, like one of the lengths you increase it. Okay. Still it looks like from cube to cuboid. Okay. And then this is one set of thing. And then you take another set of sphere or so, just mix up. Okay. Mix two or more things and then transform it to combine that to a different thing. Like if you have a cuboid, a cube and a sphere, mix it up and you create something. So then nobody will say that this has been originated from this cube. Okay, it is just transforming, copy, transform, combine. So these are the 3 steps involved to make or to create newer stuff. Still it is not clear? Let me tell you another example. So there are few methods to become or to have the creativeness in the thing. So a guide can be creative, or the student itself, when he was doing his research, he can become more and more creative. So there are different processes like evolution, synthesis, revolution, and reapplication. These are the 4 processes which gives creative things for us. For example, evolution. What do you mean by evolution? Every problem that has been solved can be solved again in a better way. That is the definition of evolution. Means every problem has a solution, and every problem can be solved in a still better way. Can have a number of solutions to that one, better and so on. Okay, so what is that? Here I am showing a small image to you. What is this? It's a stool. And what is the purpose of this stool? Is you can sit on this stool, and while sitting, you can have your newspaper at the bottom. You can keep something at the bottom. Okay, it's the purpose of using for as a stool. And the same problem of sitting and then having certain things or little comfort level, you can modify it into a chair. This is also wood, and this is also wood. And this is what where you were sitting at earlier position, but now you are sitting in a different place. Okay, same wood having 4 legs, but it has a backrest. You cannot sit here for longer time. And if you sit in a summer, in a hot summer, sitting on this, you may get a lot of sweat at the bottom. So you can have certain grooves where you can have air circulation, and you can have hand rest here. So this is more comfortable compared to this. This is a process of evolution, and still you are not happy. Then you can have another one. This is also meant for sitting. So here you can have still more cushion, so you can have much more comfortable sitting here, and at the same position you can rotate. Here you cannot do, but here you can rotate, and you can have a slight relaxation. And then here you have 4 legs, but here it's a single leg with 5 casters attached to that, so you can move around. By sitting only, you can move to the other part of the other corner of the room, and you can have more comfortable angles. So the process of evolution, maybe this type of thing you might have seen in your grandparents' house. The purpose of this one is sitting, but you see the process of evolution. The same problem of sitting has been solved and then solved and then solved further. So now you are having this type of recliners, okay, where you can have massage, where you can have more relaxation, okay, you can sleep, okay, you can down the lever and then more comfortably you can stay in this one. The purpose of all 4 is same, but the process of evolution has created something different. So the other part of creative thinking is synthesis. there are two or more existing ideas are combined into a third new idea. Okay. So two or more existing ideas you can combine. For example, you can have camera plus telephone plus internet plus torch plus calculator plus a music player. So what is the thing? Two or more ideas existing. What is the result of this one? Can anybody tell? What is the gadget? It has all the features.
Mobile.
Yes, it is your mobile. So this is called the synthesis. So you have to think in a such a way that all are integrated into one system. So this is this process of creative thinking is called synthesis. Revolution. Revolution is sometimes a best new idea is completely different, altogetherly different. That is a revolutionary thinking idea. For example, Paytm, GPay, BMAP, GeoMoney, so Buddy. So see, have you thought of this revolutionary thing which nowadays you are using? The Paytm is generated in India. It's an Indian thing, but later it was sold. Okay, phone pay, free charge, and all these things, mobile apps. It's a simple thing. It's a better idea of having something, but it was completely revolutionized the thing. So it's a revolutionary thing. So idea can be very revolutionary. And the fourth one is reapplication. Look at something old in a new way. So most of these nowadays advertisements, they show that even from the tube of Fair and Lovely to many things, they'll say it's a new and improved. So they don't mention what is the improvement they have done, but they say it's a newer thing. It's not old. Okay. For example, this super glue thing. So earlier Loctite has introduced like a super glue, and then crazy glue. They just modified this structure, and now they are calling Fevikwik. So all is same. It was just repacked in various things, and now people are using Fevikwik as a reapplication of a very old thing. Okay. So just I wanted to say you that there is never one good solution to a problem. So there will always be solutions. There are better and better solutions. So always you try to think differently, try to think in a most easy and possible way. And only thing is you can achieve this one when you block all this your negative attitudes. Just throw these negative attitudes from your brain. Like whenever if some problem is given to you, oh no, it's a problem I cannot solve, it cannot be done, I am not creative, what people think, I might fail by doing this work. So all these are negative attitudes. Just remove from your brain, kick it out, and do something or the other, some good result you will get it in your research. Okay, now I'll ask you a simple question. So just I wanted to prove that everybody is a very good thinker, and everybody can be a good researcher and a good guide in future. So I wanted to ask you a simple question. There are 6 eggs in a basket. 6 people should take one of the eggs from the basket. But the question says, how can it be that one egg is left in the basket? There are 6 eggs in basket. 6 people are around that basket, and each one can take only one egg. But the question says, how can it be that one egg is left in the basket? So can you think creatively and answer this question? Anybody from the participants, from the teachers? See, 5 people, they are not thinking, they are just taking their egg. Okay. You think that you are the 6th person, or you are also in the team of 6 people. And the question is, how can it be that one egg should be left in the basket? Anybody has some answer, creative answer to this? जागृत करो अपना thinking ability को. Again read the same lines. You have to satisfy all the 3 lines. There are 6 eggs in the basket. 6 people each take one of the eggs. How can it be that one egg is left in the basket? Anybody, let it be wrong. Just
Someone
answer.
took eggs with basket.
That's the right answer. Not not eggs. It's a
Someone.
laugh. Yeah. See, 5 people immediately they took their egg, and the 6th person he has to satisfy the answer. So what did he do? He took the basket with the left out egg. So now he is holding. He has taken his egg, and at the same time he has taken the basket. So that's the simple. So you are a creative thinker. Very good. So see, all problems are like this only. You have to open up your mind. Then if you think differently, then you will get very, very good research problems. Okay? No need to have very big missionary and then do some research. You can do from nothing also. Okay? The answer for this one, the last person took the basket with the last egg still inside. Yes, you are a creative thinker. Okay? Now, again, I am coming back to the same question, how to conceive a very great idea. I want to have very great idea on which I want to do research and I want to publish something. So what is a great idea? From where we can get greatest of all ideas? Can anybody tell me? कैसे मिलेगा मुझे greatest idea? मुझे बहुत अच्छा आइडिया चाहिए. See, most of the questions or answers you can get it from Mother Nature. Okay? Mother Nature. So by looking at the nature, you can have lot of problems and lot of answers. Anyway, and the simple thing is need is the mother of invention. If you have a need, you search for it, get some better solution. Okay? If you don't have need, चाहत ही नहीं है तो invention काय का? So you don't have any invention. So always invention, if there is invention means somebody asked it, somebody needs it, that only that will lead to invention. For example, a novel idea can be disruptive nature. Disruptive matlab, so it should close down most of the things. Like when you got this smartphone in your hand, all the technologies related to landline of telephone and then camera, music system, so all have gone. Okay, obsolete ho gaye sare technologies. So that's a novel idea. Okay, another simple novel idea is Ola, Uber, which we use it. So instead of local taxi, we are using Ola, Uber. What is Ola and Uber? It's nothing but a software. It is just a software which have links with all the enrolled taxis. Okay, and they just monitor the movement of that one. They have made a very intelligent software, and sitting in a particular control room, they can watch where exactly these taxi drivers are moving around, and when they drop certain passenger at one place, immediately the control room will give them another call stating that there is nearby there is one more person who requires the taxi, and again he gets a nearby, I mean the customer. So that's how. This is a simple thing. Only thing is we have been facing this local taxi fellows issues or auto rickshaw fellows, okay, cheating us many times. And somebody got an idea that can we create certain a big area of mapping, and then can we enroll some local some taxi fellows and then operate this one. It is a huge success, you know. And one more thing I would like to say, the Ola and Uber companies does not hold a single taxi on their name. They don't have taxis. It's only the software. They are just enrolling the people, those who are having a vehicle, they will enroll them. Okay. And whatever charges they put it, 25% of that fare will be taken back by the Ola control room people or a Ola company. So we are having a lot of privileges like the reduction prices are being reduced, and there is a exponential growth in usage. Okay, so this is a disruptive technology. Now nobody wants to go for local taxi fellow, is it not? Even autos are also now Ola and Uber, they are enrolling them. So this is a very beautiful technology. How it came? Just it is the need from which it has arisen. And similarly, Paytm. Paytm is another disruptive technology. So it was created by one student from Noida in India. When he created, and the way it has been propagating, and then it has achieved. Even Google Pay, now it has taken over. But the thing is, they had to wait for longer time. Google जैसे बड़े कंपनी को भी रोक दिया है इसने. So the way you penetrate into the society, that is very important. Okay. Similarly, Zomato, Swiggy, they don't have a single hotel on their name. And even Zomato, you may call it as a food delivery company, but it's not they are not in the business of food. They are just some distributing company and then taking orders. So they just club with the hotel and then distribute the thing. So it's a big success. So these are all disruptive technologies. They came from the need. If you have a need, you will have the invention. Okay, we have talked much about the getting an idea. Now, a small story I would like to tell to these budding researchers, the how to do research. There's a famous old story about 6 blind men and the elephant. Okay, so elephant is there, and 6. So this I am linking to how to do research. Okay, so if 6 blind men were given elephant, so how they describe it? So it is actually, I mean to say that an elephant is a problem. Okay, a research problem, and blind man is nothing but students. So we don't know. Even sometimes guide is also a student, so he is also blind. We don't know what exactly the problem is. Like you may think that there is a big elephant and there are 6 people. They never saw any elephant. They are completely blind. So somebody told them that it was an elephant. So they know that it is an elephant. So one of the blind men asked, what is the elephant like? Then they told, go and touch it. Go and touch, and then you tell me what is elephant it looks like. So everybody one by one they went. So someone, you can say that he is the research guide. He told that the final thing, whatever is there, which is lying there, is an elephant. So the research scholar goes with his limited access. He will approach the elephant and then he will touch. Okay. So the first person will touch the whole body of the elephant, and he feels that it is hard, quite hard. Okay. He thinks that elephant is nothing but a wall. It is like a wall. He thinks that elephant is like a wall, and he comes back. So he is with the impression that elephant is nothing but a wall type of thing. And the second one will go and he will put his hand near this, and he touches and he says that elephant is nothing but a spear. Okay. So he thinks that it is a spear, and he comes back. And third one, he goes and he touches the tail, and he says that elephant is nothing but a small rope-like structure. Okay, it's an animal like rope. And the fourth one, the blind man go and he will touch the legs of the elephant. Okay, and he says that elephant is nothing like a tree. It has 4 trees type of thing. It is very huge. So like this, there's a very big 4 legs are there. So legs are something, he says that it is like a tree. And the fifth blind man, he touches the ears of the elephant and he says elephant is like a fan. And the sixth blind man, he goes and touches the trunk of the elephant and he says it is snake. Okay, so this is the data they have collected. Now the thing is, so all have done their research on elephant and then they have come up with certain results. So somebody says wall, rope, tree, okay, snake, fan, spear, and so on. So do you think that all are wrong? No. So depending upon the access, so they could go, they could search, and they could come up with certain answers. Okay, then they go to their research guide. Sir, you are given the problem of an elephant. Went there. This is my result, and this is my result. This is my result, and so on. Now there comes the role of the research guide. He has to rearrange all the data. See, depending upon, see why I am telling this example, because you have limited sources of reading literature. You may have only journal sources, you may have some library, very less equipped library, you may have very little data in your mobile, so you could not search more. So in a limited period, these are the various data which has been received to him. So a research guide rearranges every data like this. Okay, then he will come up with a particular shape. So this will result you like this. The details of each and every analysis will come up and it will come at the end as an elephant. It looks similar to what it was. I mean to say that a research problem, when it is faced by various students, they may get various answers. You cannot say one is correct and one is wrong. All are correct. The only thing is how you could interpret. And it's a caution for research students also that they should read n number of articles related to their problem, good number of books, good number of websites. So all, if they try to learn from many sources, then they will get the clear picture of what an elephant was. Otherwise, like a blind man, they will think that elephant is like a tree, or elephant is like a rope, or elephant is like a wall. Got it? So if you read more, then your picture of the exact problem, research problem, will be much more clear. And that when you go for publication, that's the final output. So when you try to publish your article, then that will be well appreciated, because that is the what do you call, that is the decoction. You got it from lot of research, lot of effort you have put in. Okay. Now actually my topic was a bit different, but it's not that easy to explain at the very first instant. That's the types of research. The main types of research are qualitative and quantitative. Just I wanted to tell in brief, because I have very less time to share this one. Qualitative is like a survey or analysis, a non-numerical type of thing. It doesn't go into very deep. Okay, so qualitative research is very descriptive, like a theoretical type of thing. Okay, there will be no numerical data that will be available in the qualitative research, only superficial thing. So unquantifiable things will be there. Only the qualitative, as the name suggests, the quality, it tells the quality of that, and it attributes, and very difficult to measure. Like if you take a scanning electron microscope picture, SEM picture, So SCM picture, it's a qualitative thing. It doesn't give you how many number of particles that are existing over the surface and inside the surface. So quantitatively, it cannot tell, only quality. Okay, they are spherical in shape, there are a lot of pores existing and so on. Okay, for example, you can take that a study of tracking and describing the development of a caterpillar into a butterfly would fall into the qualitative category. See, a caterpillar will grow up and it will become a butterfly. So the process you can describe qualitatively. Okay, what exactly the biological things that are going on, that will not be a part of qualitative research. Okay, similarly, in a small college, if I ask the students qualitatively to perform the waves and oscillations experiment, so what they will do, they will take one wave and then they superimpose with another wave. What happens with one wave superimposed with other? Okay, if the crest falls at the crest place and trough falls with the trough place, okay, our crest and trough of two different waves falls at one place, what will be the phase difference and all these things. So this is a qualitative thing that they can assess in this one. Then what is quantitative? Quantitative essentially is the measurable attributes. That means some numerical data you will get it. A lot of data, some tabular forms will be the thing what you will get it from that research data. For example, you can have a medicine, like people are making vaccines for this COVID. Okay, similarly, you can have a new medicine versus a flu or a common cold. So you give the dosage. Okay, how many dosages you have to give to that individual to reduce the level of cold virus in his body. Okay, so how it is testing with each and every individual, what is the dosage. So you finally you can plot a graph, whether it is really linear or exponential drop, parabolic. So all sort of graphical interpretation can be done with the data we have. Similarly, the same example which I have taken earlier, if I ask the student to perform a quantitative analysis of the same experiment, the waves and oscillation experiment, then that fellow will what will do, he will change the frequency, he will change the amplitude, he will change the wavelength of the wave, and then he will try to study the effect. So at one column he will write the change, what he has done, like frequency is changing the numbers of the frequencies and how exactly it is altering the wave pattern. And again, if we change the wavelength, so how it is changing. So he will have both X and Y, which he can tabulate it. So this is a quantitative research. So literature student can do qualitative type of research. Okay, a history student may do qualitative type of research. A material scientist, if it is a theoretician, it would be a qualitative type of research. If they are experimentalist doing some experiments, then it could be quantitative type of research. So depending upon your problem, depending upon your interest, okay, and the interest of your guide, you can change, you can switch over from qualitative to quantitative, and it could be mixed also nowadays. So research can be a bit of qualitative and then quantitative and a hybrid type of thing. So these are the main things to have your research. Suppose you have done very good research, then how to protect your research data? Sometimes it so happen that you take up the research, you have done very good research, and you want to publish in a very good journal. You send the research in terms of a research paper and send it to the journal. If the editor is not a good guy, and he sees that it's a very good research, and he may keep your research paper on hold, okay, for few months. By the time somebody else can replicate it, okay, so you are at loss, because after 3-4 months your paper will come back to you stating that it's not very new, or it is done somebody else, and if they reject it, again you have to send it to some other journal. So you are sending your data and it has been registered there, and again it is coming back, and again you are sending to some other journal. So your data has been there in many more journals. So a person who is not with good intentions, they may copy down your research. Is it not? Then how to protect your data? How to protect your research before sending it to journal? So there is a website called archive.org. It is operated by Cornell University. Earlier it was operated by Institute of Physics. Okay. So this Cornell University, where this is the one where the archive.org, this is a free website where you can create your own login and password. And before you submit any of your research, whether it is an abstract, whether it is an idea, whether it is a concept, you just make the document, transform it to PDF. Okay, only PDFs are accepted on this website, and just you put it there. And even you can write it that this paper has been submitted to so and so journal. Like that, you can also mention anything in the PDF form, you can submit it there. So the beauty of this website is, once the manuscript or anything is submitted there, they will assign you a unique number. So they will assign you a number as well as your IP address, the time at which you have uploaded, up to seconds, the hours, minutes, and seconds. It will be registered. So everything will be there. If your data is stolen by somebody, and if they publish a paper, so this is your authentic proof that, see, sir, this is an open access thing, anybody can see. So you can say that this is the proof I have. You can write to the journal editor, sir, this is the data which I have already put it in archive. So somebody, this so-and-so person has stolen and they have published a paper in your journal. So immediately that will be retracted, that will be removed from that. So that's how you can protect your data, research data in this one. But there is always another thing, like if you are going for a patent details should not be disclosed there. The website, if you disclose it, you cannot have patent. Patent is something secret which has a commercial implication, is it not? So for that one, a different set of measures one has to take, but that's the different part of thing. So I'm not discussing about patent issues more over here. That may be in a different lecture I will tell. But research data, the regular research data, graphs, or your tabular forms, or your research manuscript, everything you can upload there, okay, safely. And immediately it won't be uploaded. It will take little time, because nowadays, because of this free feature, everybody is uploading their own photographs or something else, okay, which is of no use. So these people, they will scrutinize whether it is a genuine document or not. Then they will assign you some number and other things. So after uploading, wait for some time, get the information, and then you go and submit it for some other journal. Even if it comes back from first journal, you submit it to second journal, no harm, because already you have reported to archive. So it's like a thing, and it is well accepted. Like when you show this as a proof to the journal editor that somebody has copied, then it is legally, it is you will be the owner. So this is one new thing which I wanted to tell you. And these are the various sources from which I have taken the above information, okay, about these cartoons and all these things. And it's not a part of my research, but only thing is, as the theme of the online conference is on research methodology, so I wanted to put more light on the concept of research and how to execute that research. That is my own intention. There is nothing like nothing of my own research which I am doing. I am working on fluorescent materials and phosphorescent materials, luminescent materials and devices, in short, I can say. And finally, I would like to thank YouTube, because I have taken one or two videos from that. And I would like to thank Dr. Ranjan Naidu Garu, principal of this DBS college, Gondia, and Dr. J.G. Mahakode sir, who called me and then given me this opportunity to interact with you all. And Dr. D.S. Chaudhary sir and our own society, Livingston Society of India Vidarbha chapter, for giving me this excellent opportunity to discuss or to enlighten the participants with the research, some of the research methodologies where they can adapt in their future and become very good researchers of future. And I would like to thank both teaching and non-teaching staff of Departments of Physics and Chemistry of DBS College, Gondia, Maharashtra. And I would like to thank my students also. Those who are doing these people are doing very good research at my institute. So finally, the research is not for anybody else. It is for you. You are doing. So always do something good to the society. So if you are giving something to the society, then you will get appreciation, as well as you will get more and more satisfaction. This is my credentials. Okay, you can write to me at any time. Call me if you have any doubt. Okay, beyond after this conference also. And thank you very much for the patient listening. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot for such a humble, a very knowledgeable and insightful presentation. I hope that all our participants will be benefited from your talk. The power to question is the basis of all human progress. I invite Dr. Hadzade, chairman of this session, for the question answer session.
Thank you, ma'am. Sir, we have delivered a beautiful and informative talk which made our participant attentive and responsive. In
Thank
your
you, sir.
talk, you explain in details what is research, purpose of doing research, characteristics of research, process of research, creativity and their need and their methods. Their need is the mother of invention in a very simple manner. So that we have only some question in the chat box from our participants. May I read out these questions to have your answer?
Yes, sir.
So one participant, that is Sandeep Pathan, asks, what is the null hypothesis? What is null hypothesis?
Hypothesis, something is given to you. That's the basis. See, I told that research is like a cyclic thing. So where do you start? That is the hypothesis. You have something at the background. So something is given to you. So by your seniors or by the research groups of some other research, some other area. So some basis is given to you from where you are starting your research. That is called the hypothesis, which you can take it as null point or the neutral, and then you grow up from there.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
There is no another questions. So thank you very much for highly informative talk. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Sir, I extend my deepest sense of gratitude to resource person Dr. D. Harnath sir for accepting our invitation despite of their busy schedule and being with us and extending their views on quantitative and qualitative analysis of research. In these 2 days online work conference on challenges in research methodology, I, on behalf of our college, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I also extend my hearty thanks to the participant and organizer. After the completion of this session, I hand over the rein to Dr. Sital Juneja Madam for further proceeding.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. On behalf of organizing team, I extend my heartfelt thanks to our resource person. Participants are requested to check their mic. Please mute your mic. We are on the verge of ending of this webinar. Please do kindly maintain the decorum of the webinar. So on behalf of organizing team, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed resource person, Dr. D. Harnath, and Chairman Dr. Hadzade for the eminent presence and expertise. Now we have reached to the end of today's webinar. Let's move together and wait to start a new beginning, because every ending creates a new space. Today's sessions has given us vision for the wisdom, for the research, how we can resolve the challenges coming to accomplish the research dreams. Let's hope for new aspirations, new dreams, new tasks, new collaborations, and togetherness in the research field. Now it's time to take leave for now. We will meet tomorrow with our resource persons, Dr. Aparna Dikshit from PSIT Kanpur, Dr. Michael Sevajarve, and Dr. P. Kaushik from Linköping University, Sweden. I hope that you have enjoyed a lot today. There were a lot many take home things from today's webinar, a lot many scholarships, a lot many research dream, how you can design your research. So we welcome you to this journey aboard, and we would like to take leave for now. Tomorrow we will meet with the eminent speakers